Hello, everybody.
Calling case number 24, RO 05318. This is people of the City of Royal Oak versus Aisha Ahmed Shaman. That's you. Can you unmute yourself?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Now I can hear you. Thank you so much. Ms. Shaman, today's the date and time set for your informal hearing. The matter before the court indicates that on July the 2nd of this year at about 2:30 in the morning, you were operating a 2004 Honda Odyssey silver in color on 11 Mile Road at or near Main Street in the city of Royal Oak. And at that place and time, you did disobey a traffic control device. Specifically, Officer Shoemaker's detailed note indicates driver proceeded through red light westbound 11 Mile Road at Main. And there appears to be a in-car camera video capture of that. Now, you do have three options in the protection of your own rights. You may admit responsibility in this matter. You can admit with an explanation that you believe mitigates your circumstances, or you may deny responsibility. If you deny responsibility, the court will swear the parties. The officer will testify first. It'll then be your turn to testify, and then the court will have to make a call based on the preponderance of the evidence, whether you are responsible or not responsible for the citation. So as to disobey traffic control device, do you wish to admit with explanation, or deny responsibility?
I feel guilty, really.
Sorry?
I feel guilty for
Okay.
that.
Well, it's not criminal court, so you're saying you wish to plead responsible, is that right?
We do.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Can you tell the court what might have occurred that night?
It was my birthday night, actually. July 1st was my birthday, and I had to go to work middle of the night, and yes, I did it. I don't have to explain it. And when it was yellow when I was passing, and it turned red in the meantime. I didn't.
Okay. Can the court ask you if you're aware as a licensed Michigan driver what our duty is when we're approaching a yellow light? In other words, what does yellow mean in terms of green, yellow, and red? What does yellow mean?
Yellow means you have to, when it's green, you are coming. When you see is yellow, you have to slow down and try to stop in.
Yes. If it is at all possible to safely stop, you are to stop. Thank you. That's the right answer. Thank you for your explanation, Officer Shoemaker. Anything you want to add?
Yes, Your Honor, I was present at that date and time as well, and there was no other traffic on the road. She did proceed through the red. However, I can understand what she's saying as far as it turning yellow. With that being said, I'd like to make a motion to reduce to impeding traffic, please.
Okay, there's a motion to reduce impeding traffic, Ms. Shaman, which is a 0-point violation, will not blemish your master driving record. That's acceptable to you?
Yes, sir.
Very well. The motion is granted. It is amended to impeding traffic upon the payment of $175 payable through the pay portal on the 44th District Court website, or you can walk a cash check or charge into this court at 400 East 11 Mile Road, Monday through Friday, between 8:30 and 4:30. That's going to be due within 14 days. That completes your hearing. Thank you for coming in.
I want to tell you something.
Okay.
In the morning time, when I got when I saw Mr. Shoemaker, it was my birthday night. When I saw him, I was really happy. I know he was giving me ticket, but he was a very smart guy, good looking guy. I'm like, okay, I don't mind to get the ticket.
Thank you.
Okay.
And I don't mind to paying my fee for impeding traffic. Yes, I will. Can I use my card now, or I have to go to the court? I just want to make sure.
You can do it through the pay portal right around noon on the website, or you can come right in, but it can be paid today.
Okay. I can go to the court and pay over there, right? Not today.
That's fine. Yep.
In between, like 1 week.
That's fine. Yes, we're 11 Mile Road between Main Street and Campbell. Okay.
All right, sir.
Take care.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. Shoemaker. Bye.
You're welcome.
Only case number 24, RO 05041. This is people of the City of Royal Oak versus Dhruvendra Shaw. That's you, sir?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Shaw, you were present earlier this morning when the court explained the nature of an informal hearing. Is that true?
Yes, sir, I was.
And at that time, the court also explained that you would be required to make a selection from one of three options related to your own rights, correct?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Shaw, the citation before the court indicates that on June the 21st of this year at nearly midnight, you were operating a 2015 Toyota Corolla black in color on Crooks Road near Vincetta Boulevard in the city of Royal Oak. And at that time, you committed the citation or offense of impeding traffic. What Officer Little indicates in his note, which appears on your ticket, conveys that you were speeding 21 miles over the speed limit. You were speeding 46 in a construction zone, which was marked 25. However, the officer used his discretion to, on the roadway, issue the citation not for speeding 21 over, but for impeding traffic, which is a 0-point violation and will never appear on your master driving record. It is this court's legal position that impeding traffic is a lesser included offense in all motor vehicle violations. Notwithstanding the officer's discretion, in essence, the break that he cut you, you still do have a right, sir, today to either admit responsibility to this matter, admit with an explanation, or you can deny responsibility and we will swear the parties and take testimony. What would you like the court to do for you today, sir?
Sir, I would like to go with option 2. Option 1 would be.
I'm shut up. All right. If
Yes.
you're going to do that, before you provide your explanation, you are affirming to the court that on the date in question, you were operating a motor vehicle in the city of Royal Oak, correct?
Yes, sir, I was.
And in some form or fashion, you impeded traffic, correct?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. The court appreciates and accepts your plea. What would you like the court to know?
So I would like to say that at the time I was traversing on Crooks Road as Officer Little had pulled me over near Crooks and Vincetta as said in the citation. And due to my knowledge at the time, I had trouble seeing at the night as it was almost near midnight and there were no traffic lights near the area that I was traversing at. Given my prior knowledge of residing near Crooks Road in Troy, Michigan, I had taken my prior knowledge of knowing that Crooks Road does go about 45 miles per hour. And due to that knowledge, I had went about a speed that I should not have. And respectfully, I did not had also seen any speed limit signs. I might have missed them if I had passed any, and that I completely accept my responsibility for. I do wear multiple prescription glasses, and at the time, I remember that I had a lesser prescription glasses as my updated prescription was coming in. More so at the time, I was very tired as I was at the university earlier on with a friend studying for my exam for a certification course, and just very tired. And me and my friend just wanted to go to Astoria Bakery to get something sweet to eat after a long days of work, and just being tired and really not paying attention, just trying to get home on time. And knowing that I don't ever speed, I've never gotten pulled over, and I like to follow all traffic laws as possible because I'm a law-abiding citizen. I don't like to create any problems for anybody else and not also have problems created for myself. Officer Little was very patient with me. He was also very considerate of my situation. Being that it was my first traffic stop also, I was very, to say, frantic and sort of at like, I wouldn't say scared, but it was just my first time getting ever stopped. I've never gotten stopped before, and I was just afraid that I was going to get a very high amount of ticket. Being a college student, I'm already under mountains of debt, and my parents, unfortunately, at the moment, my dad and my mom do not have a job, and I'm working, and I'm graduating in about a year, and I'm working to get a good job to support my family. And I was just coming in today to accept my responsibility that I had made. That I had made a mistake that day without knowing that I was making a mistake, to my best of knowledge. And
I had also at the time had trouble presenting some documents, which I had in the car. Unfortunately, my dad had kept it in the driver's manual.
That's not before the court,
but-
so you're fine.
Yes. And just more so to say, just explain my situation at the moment, and just maybe plead to your honor and the respectable people of the court to maybe sort of drop the price if possible, paying for this ticket. I realize that I have been given big break. I'm not going to be getting points on my license, which I greatly appreciate, Officer Little. And I also realized that I have created a sort of scenario for myself where I can't say that I didn't do it, because I did do it. And also I'm at a point where I'm also very upset with myself at how I made a stupid mistake, which I could have easily just avoided. Fortunately, I didn't even have any traffic on the lane that I was traversing at to match the flow of the traffic, which I could have went slow on. I should have realized my actions at the time and had slowed in time, but as I realized, it was too late and I had been put in a traffic stop.
Okay. The court has a quick question for you.
Yes.
You are about to take an examination, correct?
Examination for?
You said you were studying for a certification.
Yes, I'm studying for a
I don't need to
CATIA-based.
know. I'm just asking you a question. Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes?
sir. I'm
Okay.
preparing to take an exam.
Would you go into that exam either with the incorrect glasses or really tired?
Well, I have taken exams while I was really tired, but yes, I would.
Please hear the court out. Every time your car leaves the driveway, it's considered a road test, okay? Every time. So whether we're tired, whether it's dark, whether we're unfamiliar, whether we have the right or wrong glasses, it's our responsibility to make sure all those things are checked off. When we think about ourselves, not necessarily operating a motor vehicle, but actually being a pilot of an aircraft, it's a better scenario in terms of how careful we can be. The court would also point out that under the unfortunately rather robust Michigan insurance rates, each and every point on a driving license can range between $400 and $800 a year, depending on who the carrier is. At this time, the court will assess a fine of $175. That's payable through the pay portal on the 44th District Court website, or you can walk a cash check or charge into the 44th District Court at 400 East 11 Mile Road, Monday through Friday between 8:30 and 4:30. That's due within 28 days, which is the longest period of time the court can avail you. And that completes your hearing, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. I just had one last question, if you don't mind. Is there any kind of payment plan that I could do where I can pay in installments for this?
If it appears as though you can't get that paid within 28 days, you can certainly contact the court or just come on in and have a discussion with the clerk on that. Okay?
Okay, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Be safe, be well, sleep sweet, and much love.